the offense getting set, 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. It's going the other way. And a return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
They'll try to get the offense going with Johnson. And he's going to be met at about the 43. George Iloka, the one that comes up to make the tackle. Now a handoff. Johnson. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Now a first carry for their fullback. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. The linebacker, Preston Brown, brings him down.
A good solid game there on 1st down, but the defense has to be happy they didn't let it pop for anything bigger.
Back now here on EA Sports, as it looks like we are just about set and ready to begin with the 4th. On 2nd down, Johnson. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. He needed 3. He got 2.
You know, we might start getting some props here in the booth. You know, that one that says the D and then the fence that you put up next to it. How about that? They brought out the jumbo package and still couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage enough to pick up that 1st down.
Impressive. They were ready defensively for that jumbo set. Now Wentz will keep it. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the 1st. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Geno Atkins, the Pro Bowler, in there on the stop. Boy, you talk about not playing it safe. Why were they going for it there, Charles?
It's got to be a full evaluation of their team. Do they trust their defense in this situation? Maybe they think they've given all they can in this game and they don't have anything left. Do they not trust that the other team's quarterback is just so hot that no matter where they get the ball, they go downfield? Remember when Bill Belichick went for it in that game, right, against Indianapolis on the road, and everybody said, why'd you go for it there? I think he just thought to himself, on the other side, if they get the ball, they're going downfield anyway. He was trying to end the game right there with his own offense.
And they get to him with the pressure as Roethlisberger goes down. Ray Lewis in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10.
Well, enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. Time for a break. Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. Here we go. It's Roethlisberger on 4th down. He gets it to Brown. Good play. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. They'll look to throw. It's complete to Brown, right side. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. He was looking for his favorite target, A.J. Green, that time. And it's third down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here? Or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Now it's Roethlisberger. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Bruce Smith in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. Roethlisberger to throw. Now a desperation throw deep down. And oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Super Bowl 49 hero Malcolm Butler. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And now running right through it. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And shedding the tackle, and now some room. Johnson on his way. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season.
And this will be caught. We'll forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown.
They went 5 wide in that offensive set. In racing, going 3 wide's a big deal. To go 5, how about the way that they finish things off?
Did you just fit a race car reference into the game?
Zoom, zoom. How about the way that you play when you go 5